Hello YouTube, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to another very well rehearsed and professionally edited episode. First things first, I've actually got a shout out. One is to my friend John. We were chatting about prepping and whatever last night, and he kind of alluded to the fact that watching my attempts at making YouTube videos was an inspiration for him to kind of take up the whole world of prepping and whatever. So John, big shout out to you. I think what I'm going to do today, well not think, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to kind of give you a bit more of a detailed overview of the bits I showed in my previous video. The axe, mainly the axe, the silky saw, and my little kind of, well I don't know what you call it, locking knife. They're kind of like the interesting bits. If you really want to see something on pouches and whatever, then I could probably hit one of them with the axe if you wish. I'm not going to go into the torch and the fire steel and whatever. We'll perhaps do that at a later date, or if I get a chance to go camping, I'll kind of have a little play with them then. So really, yeah, this is to show you what I've got. Right, okay, first things first, the axe. Please excuse all the crap in the background. I am in the process of tidying my garage up, I promise. Okay, if you can make that out. So this is a how do you pronounce that? Halterfors classic. I believe it's the classic hunting axe. Quite what you're going to hunt with an axe. I don't know. You're certainly better than I. Wouldn't fancy hunting bears with an axe. And I think deer would run too fast, and I don't think I could throw it. It's too bloody heavy. Nonetheless, I think that is damn cool. Possibly the coolest thing I own. Well happy with that. Doesn't appear to be the sharpest thing in the world. However, we will give it a go. And although I said this wasn't very well rehearsed, well, I haven't rehearsed anything actually, but I prepared. These are my urban sticks. Urban lumber, if you will. A very smooth sawn, of course. It's how we roll in this part of Kent. Let's give it a go. I mean, I don't know how old the axe is. Bought it second hand. The edge does look quite clean. Doesn't look like there's any chips out of it. Let's have a little look. See if she can. I don't know. Oh, I'm at risk of making one in feather sticks here with an axe. Yay! It just seems so heavy, it's like it wants to smash it rather than cut it. I wonder if it probably cut green wood better than it's cutting this kind of seasoned dry wood. Oh, it seems pretty sharp. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to shave myself with it. I know a lot of videos show people shaving their arms with it. To be fair, this is for cutting wood. Cuts wood. Tell you what, let's take a hack at this stump as well. Stump? Log even. What do you reckon? I'm not going to take any big swings because I'm in my garage, so rather than put the axe through the roof or through the top of my head, let's have a little hack. Now I'm doing all this one-handed. Should we do it two-handed? Not bad. I mean, I'm getting what, tiny little swings. I'm kind of penetrating completely up to the cutting edge. Up to the cutting edge, up to the edge of the cutting edge. I mean, I'm not putting any effort into that at all. Pretty much all just the weight of the actual head itself getting in there. Feels lovely. What do you reckon? I reckon I could bash a nail in with that. I haven't got any nails to show you though. So all in all, the Halterfors Classic mahogany handle, Swedish made apparently. Yeah, very cool. Love it. Can't wait to actually get out and use it. Right, swiftly moving on. So that's the big, that's the interesting bit done. So if you don't want me to go, if you don't want to go any further and listen to my drivel, then now's the time to switch off. However, if you're staying with me, the other thing I absolutely love, this is my new Silky Pocket Boy 130. Again, unfortunately, being a total noob at all this, I don't know an awful lot about them. So let me just move my man tool out of the way. Oh, by the way, basic but really cool leather sheath that comes with them. Very nice. Looks pretty much brand new, to be fair, barring the little bit of stuff that's on it from where I've had a little play with it. Let's do a similar sort of test. No, I'm not going to use it as an axe, don't worry. Because see if it'll actually cut anything. Obviously, dried timber. I appreciate it's not a tree limb, but if it will cut this, I'm sure it will cut a tree limb. If I can hold it down hard enough. Oh yeah, I made short work of that. Lovely cut on that. Yeah. Again, I reckon this will work really well on green wood, without a doubt. Don't really know what else I can do with a saw. Silky Pocket Boy 130. Very cool. The unexpected loveliness that happens to be, and the guy threw in a really cool little Spyderco, I don't know what you call this type of knife. Is it a locking knife? Only a little babby thing. Super sharp. I was cutting up a bit of rag. I was just putting some oil in the car, and yeah, it kind of cut through a t-shirt, no problem. Which I suppose it's not exactly the hardest things to cut. Not very bushcraft of me, I know, but tough luck, that's what you're getting. What can we do? That's the sacrificial piece of wood. Let's give it a little shave. Whoa, yeah. Oh, I reckon I could whittle a spoon with that. What do you reckon? Do you reckon I could make a spoon? Certainly feels nice and sharp. I know it's not really meant for cutting wood, but I'm doing the world's smallest feather stick. By the way, I learned what feather stick meant about a week ago. Very cool. I don't know what sort of fire I'm going to start with that. Might better start a fire in a Barbie house, perhaps. So yeah, looks like it's made in China, I guess. As a fact, it says China on it. Really cool little knife. Probably not even really a 3-inch blade. I haven't measured it, but very well made. Feels nice and solid. The little lock-in spring, I suppose, if you want to call it that, is good. Feels good. I don't feel like I'm at risk of it slipping and coming back to chop my hand off. And yeah, maybe, I don't know, obviously I know laws are changing and such, but I think I'd like to do a giveaway. I've got no need for this. I am planning on a custom bushcraft knife, so perhaps we'll do a giveaway. Over 18s only, of course. I don't know. I'll see what I can do, make it work. If I can't give this away, because obviously laws don't allow or whatever, then I'll think of something else. So yeah, appreciate it is a short video, but just wanted to give you an idea of some of the things I've got. And just really give you a progress update on how I'm doing in the world of prepping. Yeah, I'll bring you back up to my ugly mug. So there you go. That's a little kind of overview of some of the bits of equipment I've bought. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see anything in more detail, I don't really know how much more detail I can give you, to be fair. no point in talking prices or anything, obviously, because they all differ depending on where in the world you're watching me. See, a lot of my audience are US and Alaska, so I would have no idea how much they cost over there. But yeah, all in all, I haven't used them in anger, but certainly to have in my garage, would I recommend them? Yeah, make your garage look great, very bushcrafty. So for me, prepping, where's it all look like it's heading? Well, I'm absolutely loving it, certainly pursuing this a bit more. Really enjoying our Funky Preppers new kind of bunker talks. I think they're absolutely brilliant. Giving me some food for thought on, you know, if the SHTF scenario actually hits, what am I going to do? As you can probably tell from the image behind me, I'm in a pretty well built up area. Getting out of it would be quite interesting. I mean, I'm not too far, probably no more than a mile, shall we say, from a major arterial road and then into the countryside. So it's not a horrific distance, but if you had to cover it in anger, it'd certainly give you something to think about. And the whole kind of practice and training element, which I shout out earlier to John, was something we were talking about last night. I really must do a meet up with him, and we'll give you a kind of a, I don't know about a beginner's overview, but you know, give you an idea of what we're doing without any professional help or guidance to, you know, help ourselves, help our families, and what we would do in the kind of survival situation. Also, if you have suffered one of my walking videos, I'm going to do, maybe not this weekend, let's see, about 3 weeks time, 4 weeks time, just depends. I fancy doing like a mock bug out in anger and actually go through the process. We'll get up nice and early one morning, grab the bug out bag. Oh, see that new term, see that bug out bag. Grab the bag, literally go from my front door, and then say, I don't know, what do you think is a reasonable amount of time? 2 hours. See how far we get. You know, I've got an OS map, got a rough idea of where I'm going. So what we'll do on that video, we'll discuss kind of, I'll set up myself an RV point, if you will. We'll just head to it, kind of look at some of the obstacles we'd tackle along the way, what I might need to consider on the route, and then obviously they're all things that you in reality would probably need to consider. So yeah, I think that'd be quite an interesting thing to do, actually go through the practice of doing it. I'm not going to carry obviously some of the tools, just because my legal defence for having them is obviously going to be diminished somewhat if I'm just having a practice run. However, that being said, I will take, you know, most of the things I would carry, and perhaps we'll do, I don't know, I've got a few tools that could simulate the weight of carrying, like the axe and the saw. We'll pack them in and just see what kind of effect that has on me carrying a, you know, quite a loaded up bag. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. Let me know if you don't want to see something like that. Just shout at me. Obviously, all 29 of you that have subscribed, do let me know. Yeah, all in all, really enjoying this. Hope you are too, and I look forward to seeing you next time.